Hey Run Junkies, and hey there Laura. Take 10. Boop. Hey Run Junkies, and hey there Laura. We have another event guide out, and this one I'm really excited about, not only because I love the theming, but because I get to go. Today I'm walking you through the 2017 RunDisney Superheroes Half Marathon Virtual Event Guide.
It's Vlogtober with joyful miles and running with grace. It's Vlogtober.
Now before I get started, I do want to mention, yes, I will be there. My family and I are headed to Disneyland for this event, and we will be doing a joint meetup with this channel, with Joyful Miles, and also with Kimberly Esterbrook. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do. I'm leaving a link in the description. We will be meeting up at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 9th at Trader Sam's in downtown Disney. This is mere steps from the expo. We hope you guys can join us. I can't wait to meet some of you. Now, Laura over at Joyful Miles posted a video yesterday about some of the tips getting through a Disneyland event like this, so check out their channel as well. First of all, I have to show you this. This is the official event guide for the 2015 Superheroes event. This was one of the last print edition event guides before they went virtual online. I just thought this was interesting because you didn't get these until you got to the event. So now with the virtual editions, we can go through it a little bit. We have some time to get our questions answered. So let's dive right into the virtual event guide for the Superheroes Half Marathon weekend. But please remember, all of this information, not just what I present here, but what's presented in the official event guide, is subject to change. RunDisney's Superhero Half Marathon weekend takes place at Disneyland Resort starting Thursday, November 9th and runs through Sunday, November 12th. As with most RunDisney events, this weekend features a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, a back-to-back challenge, kids races, and an expo. This event also features a few fun extras, and I will get to those a bit later in the video. So let's start with the expo and the packet pickup, which takes place at the Disneyland Hotel starting at 10 a.m. on Thursday. Bib pickup is located in the lower level. You do need your ID. You should receive your race waiver via email in just a few days. Please print that out and sign it. Bring it with you to bib pickup. If you don't do that, if you don't get around to doing that, or you lose it along the way, they do have printer kiosks at bib pickup, but it's just one more line to stand in. It's just one more thing you have to do before you can get to the fun stuff. Now here's a quick tip about the Disneyland races specifically and the expo. Because a lot of locals do these races, you might find that the expo gets a little bit more crowded in the evenings after work and school. So your best bet, probably the fewest crowds, will be during the day on Thursday and Friday. The expo itself features your t-shirt pickup and the RunDisney merchandise store. Before leaving the expo, please make sure you have the following: your bib or bibs if you are participating in more than one race or challenge, your t-shirts and gear bag, your wristband for coast to coast or castle to chateau challenges, any commemorative items you may have pre-purchased, and your shuttle pass if necessary. So speaking of shuttle passes, let's talk transportation. If you are staying off property in Anaheim, shuttle service may be provided from your hotel to the race-specific event. Check with your hotel though to be sure, and I will leave a link in the description to the participating hotels. If you are checking into your hotel first upon your arrival to Anaheim, you will need to show your race waiver, which is why you want to print it out ahead of time, to the shuttle driver. The shuttle driver will then take you to the expo. At the expo, you pick up your bib. When you have your bib, you will take it over to the transportation desk. They will then issue you a shuttle pass, which is good for the entire weekend. Please don't lose it. For more information about the hotel shuttle services, please check the event guide and check your hotel's front desk for more information. If you are driving in, you will park in the Mickey and Friends parking structure, and you want to try to arrive early, like 3 o'clock, to avoid delays in traffic. The longer you wait to get in, the more traffic there will be. This guide also has detailed road closure maps. They're a little bit more detailed than what I've seen in other recent event guides, so please check those out as well. While they may not impact you specifically as a runner, if you are driving in or have friends and family that are trying to find you on the courses, this is a really good way to get them around all of the traffic and the closed roads during the race events. As of this filming, about 4 weeks out from the event itself, the half marathon and the Infinity Gauntlet Challenge are still available for registration. Other events that are still available for purchase include the VIP Lounge, which offers runners early access to packet pickup, exclusive shopping, dining, and entertainment experiences. There's also a separate hard ticket event for a private screening for Thor Ragnarok and a pasta party. See the event guide for more information on that. Corral assignments and race waivers do arrive in your email about 7 to 10 days after the event guide posts, and this is just based on what I've seen from Run Disney in recent events. Something to note about the Superhero Weekend events is that it's historically one of the smallest participant fields in all of Run Disney events. So you may have a little bit more room, a little less bottlenecking than other Run Disney races. And Laura also mentioned in this video right here, the Make Magic Photo Challenge. This is a collection of non-character photo stops along the 5K and 10K courses. So if you stop and get a few fun shots, please share with us and use these hashtags. Gear bag check is at the Lilo parking lot. You want to check your bag by 4:45 using the clear drawstring plastic bag that you received at the expo. All race starts begin on Disneyland Drive at 5 a.m. and then they exit at the Disneyland Hotel. So let's get into the course maps. The Spider-Man 5K on Friday morning is a family fun run event, meaning it is not timed. From the race start, you travel south on Disneyland Drive, then backstage for most of the first mile. Your first entrance into Disney's California Adventure is at Radiator Springs Racers, traversing Cars Land into a Bugs Land. Your first in-park bathroom stop will be in a Bugs Land. This may be different from previous Disneyland races. You then turn into Pacific Wharf and just skirt Paradise Pier, where there are more restrooms. Go north past the Grand Californian Resort to the first water station near Soarin'. Going up Hollywood Boulevard, then turn right past and around the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride. You leave California Adventure through a backstage door going under the transportation hub, then into Disneyland Park around mile 2, where you will find the second water station and Hyperspace Mountain. Through Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, then go out through Sleeping Beauty's Castle Gate, down Main Street, then out Disneyland Park's front gate. The last half mile is through downtown Disney to the finish line. Saturday morning's Thor 10K, your first mile is exactly like the 5K until you get to the Paradise Pier area, where you basically just add that loop around that section of the park. Then pick up the same course as the 5K until about mile 2, where you have a water station and a bit more backstage time. You go all the way around the eastern perimeter of the resort complex until you come in through Mickey's Toontown after your second water stop. That's at about mile 3.5. Now this is interesting. You come into Disneyland's Central Hub 3 times. First, you come down through Tomorrowland, then veer back north to Fantasyland, coming back through the castle for your second trip through the hub. Then out and back to the Haunted Mansion, after which you exit Disneyland through the main gate. You then turn left and go all the way around the outside of DCA to the south, passing the Paradise Pier Hotel to the finish line. Roughly half of the 10K course takes place backstage. So if you want to spend more time in the onstage public areas of the park getting good pictures, you might use those backstage areas to kind of bank your time a little bit, maybe run a little bit faster so you can spend more time in the parks. Kids races are held on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and the staging area for those races is in the Stitch parking lot. For more information about the kids races, I did a video on this a while back, so please click on this card right here. The Avengers Superhero Half Marathon course looks almost identical to the Disneyland Half Marathon course, but let's walk through it really fast.
You spend just shy of 4 miles in the parks, and most of your park time looks like it did with the 5K and the 10K. You then zigzag north and south across Anaheim until you come to the easternmost point of the course at the Honda Center, home of the Anaheim Ducks, at mile 8. Turning south, you run through Anaheim Angels Stadium, then back toward the finish line. 9 aid stations will have water and Powerade. At mile 10, you have a nutrition stop with bananas, oranges, and Jelly Belly sport beans. This is a change from the cliff shots, so be ready for that.
For the half marathon, you're really only spending about 3 miles in park time. Have a great time and good luck. Please remember to thank those volunteers, the race staff, the cast members, and the first responders. If you have family and friends that are joining you for your racecation but will not be participating in the races themselves, you have a few options so that everyone can enjoy this vacation at Disneyland Resort. First, there is runner tracking, where members of your party can receive texts or emails that will give your split times. These split times include when you cross the start and finish lines. And for the 10K race, you might get a 5K split time. For the half marathon race, you'll get a 5K, a 10K, and probably a 15K split time. The runner tracking does include estimated finish times based on your current pace. So it's a really good tool to use when you're trying to meet up after the races. Your party might be interested in purchasing the spectator viewing package. For the half marathon, this includes private viewing areas, a hot breakfast at ESPN, finish line seating, and some really cool swag for Cheer Squad. PhotoPass photographers will be out along the course. They will be snapping pics of you along the way, so remember to smile. And there are instructions in the event guide for how to claim those photos later in the day. Those photos go up pretty quickly after the races. A couple more quick notes about the event guide itself. Please check out Jeff Galloway's pre-race runner's tips. There's some really good information in here just to get you ready for race day. Also check out the Runner's World information about breakfast nutrition on race day, as well as some of the strength training exercises you can use as a runner. One quick note about that though, if you haven't already been incorporating strength training into your plan, now is not the time to start. Wait till after Superheroes to add those in. Now, a personal note to reiterate from this event guide is Runner's World's suggestion to bring compression socks. Bring a pair of compression socks or two to help aid in post-race recovery, especially if you will be traveling almost immediately after your race. If you're going to be sitting down for quite some time right after your last race, you may experience some swelling in your lower legs. The compression socks will help that. Whether you're flying or driving, having a pair of these will really help in your recovery for the next couple of days. That is it for the 2017 official Run Disney Superheroes Half Marathon virtual event guide walkthrough. A lot of things to say there. If you have any questions regarding this guide, please leave them in the comment section down below. Also, check out any of the many links that I've left in the description. Your best place to go is going to be the event guide itself, so check that out as well. Vlogtober continues tomorrow with Laura's bucket list. And hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe here. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Head over to Joyful Miles and subscribe to them as well. And please don't forget about the meetup at Superheroes. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to meeting some of you face-to-face in Anaheim in a few weeks. If you will be headed that way, please let me know in the comment section down below. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there, go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.